Give this place a little light. All right.
All right, so this can either, I
Yeah.
swear to God, Chris, if Mike loses today,
Mm-hmm.
Philly ain't that far away.
Hey guys, Jacob here, and welcome to the last semi-final of the Ultimate Singles Tournament Schmoedown. This is going to be an absolute barn burner. We have Mike Kalinowski versus JTE. I am joined by my awesome panel. Evan DeGraff, how are you?
I'm back! That's not important today. What's important today is known as National Observation Day, and something that doesn't get talked about often in the media is how many veterans kill themselves each day, which is 22. So I'd recommend all of you going to 22kill.com, where you can help bring awareness to veterans who bring suicide upon themselves. So yeah, go ahead and do that, because today's National Observation Day. Tomorrow's Veterans Day, and you know, be with your family, thank your grandparents, thank your parents. And that's all I got for you guys. Cool. And I'm back.
Very well said, Evan. I'm also joined by Matthew Kearns. How are you?
Oh, God. This is either going to make me or break me psychologically.
Oh, I thought you were already broken.
Can you go back to wherever you came from before?
Oh my god. Oh man, this match is going to get interesting. I'm also joined by Chris Clark. How are you?
I'm doing great, and I can't wait for Mike Kalinowski to win.
Oh, he's cursed him. Oh no, the Chris Clark curse. All right, guys. Well,
no fist thrown over the internet, please. Any fist thrown over the internet, you might break your computer, and that's more money than you can afford.
Shut up, Evan.
All right, we hit. So let's just go around. I think we can all understand who everyone's going for. Chris is saying Mike Kalinowski. Evan saying JTE. Kearns, you're saying Mike Kalinowski, and I've got JTE. So this is going to be very, very interesting match.
Just to put this in perspective before we start, Mike Kalinowski is my very favorite competitor. Okay, I have lost my two favorites, one to a break, and one who lost to Sam Levine. I will have no one if Mike loses today.
Yeah, at the moment I have no one, so you'll just be joining my current pain. So
and mine from both tournaments.
Whoever knew that the Schmoedown would bring pain?
Yeah, I know. But it's a lot of fun and it's enjoyable. All right, guys, let's hit play in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play.
Christian, that's the new tagline for the Schmoedown. It brings pain, and it's fun.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah. Grace, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Just getting used to everything, trying to get my bearings around.
Yeah.
This is very well
so
shot.
So excited to have you. We're thrilled. You're going to be so much better than Christian. So happy you're here.
Well, you know, it's a daunting task. I hope to be an impartial voice for the league for the next few weeks. Yeah. Speaking of that, actually, the reason I wanted to talk to you.
Yeah.
I've been watching a lot of the tape and figuring out all the pieces of this puzzle here.
Wait a minute.
Sure.
I think your talents are fantastic. You're bringing all this great voice to the Lion's Den.
Okay.
I want the post interviews to kind of be a little bit different, be a little bit more impartial, more focused on the gameplay. So I've been watching some stuff and getting some feedback. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Emma be the post game interviewer, and then you, whenever the Lion's
Den.
For all of the matches when she's available, and then you, whenever the Lions Den is competing, you would be there as one of their voices, one of their managers.
Oh.
Are you saying that Emma is more impartial of an interviewer than I
I feel like it's better to not have someone from
her fucking interviews. She's such a Girl Scout.
She's a neutral voice.
She's always rooting for Captain America on every single match. Are you serious? So you're banning
can't
me from
disagree with her.
interviews. You're saying that I can't do them?
It's not a ban. I just want you to focus more on the managing of the league.
That's a ban, Thad. Are you fucking kidding me? That is such horseshit. Like, just, you know what? Go fuck yourself, Thad. Thanks.
Oh,
Now
oh my god, that was amazing.
You're gonna go against
That's
either Kalinowski
Dad's
or
first
Brienne.
move as
What do you want?
commish is gonna make a lot of people angry.
Oh, something's happening. Something's coming.
Where's Tom? Where's Tom? No, fight Thad.
Honestly, I think they're both decent players. I just don't think they're anywhere close to our level.
No, they're not.
So, I mean, listen, I don't take any too much.
Just one thing. I'm sad Jen was not mentioned at all during that.
I'm looking to the championship.
Yeah, that's a little weird.
That's all I really
That's
care
true.
about.
I'm becoming more of a well-rounded player, I think.
But
with my stuff.
Grace and Emma have that.
Schmoedown fans,
Yeah,
you guys
they-
are
yeah, I know.
fantastic, and that helped a lot.
Yeah.
So I've got some great fans behind me. But JT, these are competitors that when I first started, they were the top. These were the guys. So now here I am making my way into that. So I think I've proven myself. So it's gonna be a match.
I had to go through Bibiani. I had to then go through this tournament. I had to go through the one and only McWinnie. And then my own brother, Jeff Snyder. I had to shed blood and tears just to get to this point. I'm not going to lose to some guy named Mike.
Right, taking care of Makuga, so I'm going against JT now. So I'm excited for this one. I've watched all his matches. This guy, you know, he got a rough go of it. People were kind of giving him some crap starting early on, but that guy has learned from every single match on. He knows his stuff, so I'm not going to underestimate him. I'm not going to get cocky or overconfident, but I know what I'm doing right now, and I'm going for it.
That was the greatest moment in the last match. Jesus.
Ooh.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, it's
Rokas.
So, odds Grace takes over.
Hang on.
The downs and this game inside out the former champion, the outlaw John Rokas.
I'll tell you, semifinals is a nerve-wracking situation. You're this close to the finals, a lot of pressure, and can they do it? Both these men come in with some surprising runs in this tournament, so I'm excited to see what's going to happen.
Absolutely, let's talk about that.
Kalinowski's probably like.
Ups and downs. With
Kalinowski's probably had the easiest run of the tournament so far out of all of the competitors, I would say.
Brienne. Who else?
Josh Makuga.
And yeah, that's fact.
Whereas in, you know, JTE's had a really tough run. I mean, not to, but, you know, McWinnie is one of the best competitors in the league, and Jeff Snyder, his teammate.
That's I will agree with that, but that's also like saying Ellis had a bit of an easier run last year.
Yeah. I'm not saying that anything derogatory against the
Yeah,
players.
no, I get what you're saying. Yeah, JT has definitely
out of the two competitors.
Yeah.
Right, the semifinals, and he's facing, of course, little evil JTE. He has a storied, historied past here in the Schmoedown, going back to even the 2000.
That was amazing.
He hasn't won the hat in a match before. People always try to say he's always won.
Are dominant. They're absolutely dominant in the teams division. But in the singles, JT he'd reached a point where he hadn't had a singles match victory
Last year was
2014, and he had fallen.
Mhm.
He was
That's a great
America's hero.
match.
He was everyone's
Sorry,
hero.
not trying to be mean.
like there's no one else. He has to get comeback player of the year.
Yeah, a lot of people.
Absolutely.
Potentially MVP too. There's
Here's the
a
thing.
very good chance for MVP.
Sam is in contention, but the problem is having the season GT had last season compared to this and the people he's beaten, I think you have to give it to JT, even if he loses today.
thought maybe
Yeah.
the egos would get in the way, and there's a love between
Oh,
them.
no, I think
You
he's a
know,
lock for
every
comeback
villain is
player of the year.
hero in their own story, and that might be JTE's
I'd be
role
willing
right
to.
now. He doesn't mean
I
he's-
would
he's
bet
suffered
quite a
some
lot of
losses,
money on that
but
one.
maybe
That's
there's a
the
little bit
one.
different
If you had to
Kalinowski
bet your house on
versus
anything, that's the
a
one I'd bet my house on.
long-term staying power here.
Do you have a house?
Yeah, in college
No,
football, you
but
schedule a team you know you can
I can bet you.
schedule
Sabella.
coming. JTE was Appalachian State for a long, long time. He is now Alabama.
Well, who else has come
Really
back as
bringing
much
it.
as he has anyway?
Who saw this coming?
Levain's the
It's
only
crazy
other
to
one.
watch his
No,
run.
that's true.
But even then, Sam's season, I'm sorry to say, hasn't really been.
If he
overall.
wins both tournaments, it's a lock. In my
But he's
opinion.
not going to win teams.
You've got 2 locks, man.
Yeah.
I don't smell his cologne at all. And then the interim commissioner Thad Williams banned
Hey, man.
Grace Hancock,
Here we go.
lioness, the queen of the jungle, from the interviews. And she was interviewing only her team. It got a little weird. He wanted to kind of quell the fire between her and Eva Fife, and she might be here walking out today. I don't know yet. We haven't heard word from backstage, but there's a lot of drama around the Lions Den, John.
Yeah, it's interesting to watch. I didn't expect this. You know, I
A
thought
lockout.
they would come in.
A Schmoedown lockout.
I thought we would put them out. Numerous teams thought they could put the Lions Den out.
Right.
You can't put this team out. They're amazing.
Something's gonna happen. Something.
Finally, I'm excited.
Even if it's not in this match, I feel like something's building with that opening.
Here we are, semifinals, opening. You know, all I gotta say at this point is thank God I'm not facing McQueenie. That's all I was worried about on my side of the bracket. So here I am. I'm ready to go. I got a shot at this thing. Let's just get this thing going here.
Well, here we go again. Another opponent, somebody who some people out there think is going to beat me. Same record, same single, just round and round, and every time I have to do the record scratch. Sorry, guys.
My thoughts on JT. I gotta say him and Makuga, those are 2 of the guys that when I first started getting involved with this, those were the guys that I was watching and I never got a match against. And I was always hoping to go against those guys because I've always felt we were very similar play styles. We had a really good broad base. There was not like a category that was going to kill us or a category that we were going to dominate at. So those were the 2 guys, and I knew I had to work my way up to them. So I've already taken care of Makuga, so I'm going against JT now.
I don't understand why people like him so much. He's so vanilla. Like, it is literally nothing there. It's like,
Hear that?
it's just
Vanilla.
there. It's like a cutout.
I like vanilla ice cream.
Yeah, but do you like vanilla?
And it would be Mike Kalowski. He's vanilla.
Loser.
His name is Mike
Losers in vanilla.
Kalowski.
I know where I was going with that.
My opponents call me vanilla. In the chat rooms, they're calling me white bread. Stale white bread. You know what happens when you eat stale white bread? You choke. That's what's happened all
Oh!
So, JT, if you need some water, I'll have some water on the table for you when you start choking on it.
Everyone knows I enjoy having this cup. Just to show you, I had to go through Bibiani. I had to then go through this tournament. I had to go through the one and only McWeenie. And then my own brother, Jeff Snyder. I had to shed blood and tears just to get to this point. I'm not going to lose to some guy named Mike.
So JT, man, you know, bring your whole team. Bring the Patriots. Bring Grace. Bring everyone. Bring Dagnito. Bring them all there. Let them cheering you on. I don't need any of that. I'm vanilla, fine, whatever. It's going to come down to the end there, hopefully.
What happened to the DC movie news? Like,
The League?
So guess what, buddy? I don't think you're going to make it.
They're busy.
I've already taken out the best. This is just
Isn't it like a
warm-up
faction?
before the championship match.
yeah.
I'm coming for
The
you,
League.
Sam Levine. I don't know how you made this far. Sometimes luck happens.
Got
in
lives
these
to live.
tournaments, and he's on the side of luck.
I got Schmoedowns to react to.
And that's why I'm going to win this whole damn thing.
I got friends I want to see cry.
All right, JTE, he is pretty confident going in.
I have friends I want to slap in the face.
As long as you're slapping me in the face with tears in your eyes, it'll feel good.
With a baseball bat.
He has every right to be overly cocky and confident. He's not. He knows what has got him here. It's going to be interesting. This will be a battle of 2 different style of egos here today. So, with that, are you ready?
I'm absolutely ready. Let's get.
You know what?
Let's do
Just
it.
seeing his hat, I just realized
Schmoedown!
we never got to see the Bibbs Roca feet kissing hat match.
How about you shut up?
No, I
I
wasn't
think
saying
that's-
that to be mean.
I feel like that's going to happen at Spectacular.
You think? Wait, what?
I think that's happening at Spectacular.
No, no. Well, maybe it
I
could.
think it is.
It could.
Oh my.
Representing the Lions Den.
I hate this song.
I actually don't like this song. It's a great intro, but the song sucks.
It's just The Departed. It's from the. That's the only way I know is The Departed.
No,
Such a good song.
The intro is fantastic, but the song itself sucks.
This song itself is amazing.
That's subjective.
She walked out.
We get a Grace appearance.
Where's Tom? Where's Tom?
JT's on. He's got the belt right. Great. They make great. I don't know what's going on there. You fought these guys more than I have. Sometimes I'm amazed at what goes on there.
Listen, JTE comes, he doesn't have to hold it right side up.
The sun is so freaking good.
They scream the entire time.
Any way you want. And now, his opponent.
I wish Robert was here, but it's all good.
He's busy editing.
Yeah.
1 defeat and 3 knockouts. He is Mike KO.
Do you guys prefer KO or Killer?
He changed to KO because he's now like the face of the league. Right
I know.
Yeah, he's a face, so
That makes sense, but Killer just still.
I don't know what this song is, but it sounds like it's from like The Rocketeer or something.
Sounds like it's Superman.
Like
a version of Superman.
All right, these guys are ready.
It's from something. Might be The Rocketeer, like you said.
Yeah. I'll tweet Mike after the match.
I dare you to message him now and see if you get a retweet during the reaction.
John, you guys ready? We'll explain the rules to round 1 first.
Live tweeting during reactions.
Attention, boys. You guys have done this numerous times. We got to do it for the fans out there.
Ox's little touch I like. In their back, in the curtains, there's a blue light and there's a red light. It just kind of helps reflect the Schmoedown theme a little bit. It just helps the whole production value. Small little touches like that.
Is that new?
All I'm thinking of is Suburbanites. Don't critique it.
Here we go.
Let's do it.
JTE, are you ready?
I'm ready.
John, are you ready?
The wind is good in here.
Then it's time for the movie trivia Schmoedown. 3 rounds to a finish.
All right. Let's see if I can get more than Chris Clark today.
A field mouse must seek the aid from a colony of rats in what animated feature?
Wait, seriously?
You know, John, I raised rats as a child. Yep.
Come on, I'm the only one who knows. Where's this piece of paper for me to do this?
Oh, I think I got it, I think.
5, 4, 3.
It's not gonna be right.
Is it American Tail?
Secret Unnamed.
Secret of That's the thing with the owl. That's the thing with the giant owl. It was one of those. Yeah.
All right, JT. Let's see that.
Let's see that, JT. Make me show it to the
Oh,
he got it.
He had it. He did have it.
Yeah, but,
Can we?
Show the camera. Look at the tape.
Yeah.
All right, your next
Go over the
category
tape.
is comedies. What was Will Ferrell's name in
Ah.
old school?
Son of a.
I love this movie.
Back to school. Back to school. Was that? That's the wrong movie.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
Frank
Bad
the
acting.
Tank. Frank the Tank.
Nah.
Correct for a second point. I just put the tank.
Oh, no, they have been harsh on it.
Said name, not nickname. I think that was clear. But if you want to challenge it,
You do have
only
a
get-
challenge.
How many you can get? 1 or 2?
Because
I'll challenge it.
I wouldn't. They have been harsh on.
Give it to him.
All right.
Yeah, sorry. They have,
Yeah.
I
It's
wouldn't.
smart
I
because
wouldn't.
they've
because he could have.
seen with these
Because
challenges, they've been very harsh with the wording of the
Look
question.
at Roka. Roka should have. Roka lost a match because of it.
Sci-fi drama.
Oh, Doman would know this.
He will yell at you if you don't know this as
That
well.
was a
Just let
movie?
Who's directed? What other movies has he directed?
God, I don't know.
Midnight
I don't
Special.
Jeff Nichols.
Oh, God, I hate myself.
Ty Sheridan.
That is incorrect.
The guy that did Mud, I can't remember his name.
The answer is Jeff Nichols.
Jeff
not
Nichols.
Blank. All right, 2-1.
Nobody's getting a perfect.
Losing cool little bit hair.
All right. Let's move on to your next category. Question number 4. Is that correct?
It is right.
Horror thriller. What actor plays a possessed cheerleader in Jennifer's Body?
Yeah. Oh man, the promotional of this movie was absolutely insane and just Like, what the hell? Yeah, this movie sucked.
5, 4.
Can I repeat the question? I know who it is. I'm just trying to.
All right, there you go.
That's smart.
He had 3 seconds.
Plays a possessed cheerleader in Jennifer's body.
He is trying to stall.
I have no clue.
4, 3, 2.
He doesn't know it.
1.
Megan Fox.
Looking for an answer first from JTE.
Megan Fox.
That is.
Oh!
Was good.
Megan Fox.
Wow.
There you go.
JT, one more
JT,
time.
what a god.
This is closer than.
Please show the judges your
Show the judges. All right.
Jeez,
All
Roca.
right, fifth question coming
Breathe.
in. Category is fantasy sci-fi. Fantasy sci-fi. What hasn't happened for 18 years in Children of Men? Children of Men.
They didn't become men? I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Well, that
Yes, that's sex.
didn't it become. What the hell?
Sorry, 5, 4, 3,
Okay.
2, 1.
All right, looking for an answer. From
Child be
Mike
born.
Kalinowski.
Birth of a child?
That is correct. 3 points. JT.
Oh, someone gave birth.
That is correct as well.
Yeah.
Question 6 coming down, John.
Yes, the category is comic book movies. Right?
I might know this.
Provided the voice of Ultron in Avengers
Oh.
Age.
Sorry.
Uh,
Ultron might have not been flushed out, but his performance is amazing.
What's his name? And I forget it.
He's a great voice. He's in Stargate with Kurt Russell as well.
All right, 5,
It's Kelsey Grammer.
4,
No.
2,
Where is he?
1.
James
James
Spader.
Spader.
Dennis Spader,
Answer
okay.
here from JT.
Anyone else agree with
His
me?
last name,
That
I
his
know this
performance
wrong.
is
I said
cool.
David Slade.
Oh!
David, I mean, that sounds like a rock star's concert.
Can't
I
remember
want
his
to
last
see.
name.
Well, you didn't remember his 1st.
I'll help you remember.
Yeah.
That is correct.
Bouncer.
Oh!
Oh.
Far
That
out.
one, man. Damn.
Was he trying to say it was David
I would have
Spade?
seen David Spade do
Yeah.
the voice of all time. Though. That would have been good.
I think he's snarky, right?
Yeah, Slade
Can you
or
imagine?
Spade? Which one would you want?
David
Yeah.
Slade.
You meant David Spade.
All right.
Sure.
7th question, guys. Category is action adventure. Action adventure. Actress Lucy Liu plays Princess Pepe
Ah,
in
yeah.
what action comedy? Did I say that right, John?
Yeah, I think you did.
Okay.
Yes.
I feel like I should know
Be
this.
self-conscious.
Is it-
Pepe?
Yeah, I thought-
Sure. It's not really that
it-
big of
It's not that big. It got a sequel that was not good, but it's
the original was fine.
the original was
Charlie's
fine.
Angels.
It's not
Looking for an
High
answer
Noon.
from-
Shanghai Noon.
Oh, Shanghai Noon.
Shanghai Nights?
That
Oh!
would be Shanghai Noon.
JT!
That's the first one.
There we go.
All right. Comes down to a word.
And she is not in the sequel, so they can't count.
And,
If she was in the sequel, it would count, but she's not.
It's been a hot round.
They mention her, though.
This is the way it should start. All right, the category is sports. Who played quarterback Paul Crewe in the original The Longest Yard?
Oh,
All I know is I got more than
Anger
Clark
from
today.
the crowd.
I got 0.
Been to prison or played quarterback?
I played quarterback with a guy in prison. Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. For a guy.
That's a good answer. I'll
Yeah,
accept that.
absolutely. Those were the days.
I know where John Roca played
5, 4,
football
3,
in high school.
2.
That's the school I think I would have went to.
Burt Reynolds.
JT.
sure. Burt Reynolds.
Incorrect. Mike
Ah.
Kalinowski.
To tie it
The
up.
stash, Burt Reynolds?
That's
Yeah.
Jeez.
This is gonna be a good match. This is gonna be good.
Ooh, all right. Talking
Talking
about Kalinowski.
The tension, the crowd's tense, we're tense. the
Get that
world's
smoke off your
tense.
face, Matt.
You gotta wonder if there's a little bit some bumbles from JT.
Wait, I thought you should be rooting for Kalinowski too, right, Clark?
I am, but I don't like seeing Matt happy.
But you know what? It is all tied up as we enter round 2. This is what we know as the wheel round, John.
Yeah, all right, gentlemen.
Where is
In the second round, you guys know how this works.
Aaliyah
Explain it for the fans
to
watching at
cosplay as the
home.
wheel
Spin
here?
that wheel. You get one spin. If you don't like the
I
category
understood
you
that
enter, you
reference.
spin again, but once
Yeah.
it lands on that category, you've got
It's been a while.
to take it. 2 points for each question.
Here we go.
You can steal in this round as well. You can go to multiple choice, but it goes down to 1 point instead of 2.
How long has it been since Roca's announced?
Off a 2 point, you cannot
been a
ask
A
while.
for
long time.
Wow.
All right, are you guys ready?
He's not doing a bad job.
All right, as it is
Been
tied
going
up,
pretty well.
Like, he was a
my
panelist for the
favorite
five-way,
coming
but I don't
into
think he
this match.
announced
You have the right to
anything.
choose to spin first
Nah.
or pass it off
No.
to him if you'd like.
Choosing to spin first does well for me, so I'm going to choose to spin first, please.
All right, he is going to spin.
Oh my God,
First
Kevin
spin.
Smith is a category. I
Yep.
suggested that
Good spin. I like
on the
that
page.
style there. I like that style.
Good work.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
And it's a
Kevin
great
Smith.
picture of
Lot
Kevin Smith.
rotations there. It's
But
it's
if Mike gets that and he loses, oh, stop.
Scarlet.
Arjo.
Johansson.
I would have loved it if it was opponent's
You're gonna
choice.
keep it? You're gonna spin again. Tempt fate. What are you gonna do?
He realized he's close to it. He's probably gonna stick with ScarJo.
He's gonna spin.
He's
again.
got to.
Get a good spin there.
He's just got to do a really hard spin. All right, there we go. There's a nice strong spin.
Spin, John.
That's a Justice League spin if I
It
ever saw
was.
it.
All right.
It was.
A little
Oh.
Whoa.
Coming down.
Whoa,
They gotta-
whoa.
Very much
Here.
have it paid
Oh.
off.
Oh. Oh.
All right.
This could be good for JTE.
Gotta keep it.
Strength, but
It could be, however, if it's good for Mike, JT just lost his strongest category.
JTE
did.
is massive.
No, but if he misses anything, JT's
I was
stealing.
asking him to see how we would do against each other against it. So let's see.
Kalinowski knows he's Sly and Arnie, so it's not like it's nothing.
Questions to you.
Here we go. Come on.
JTE rules left at this time. First question. In 1984's The Terminator, what type of establishment does Sarah Connor hide out
That
in
movie is
to
such a
wait
mess.
Tech Noir,
before the
dance club.
Terminator and Reese find her?
Strip club.
No, it was a dance club.
Okay.
I'll go multiple choice.
You could say club.
A diner. B,
Nightclub.
Nightclub.
C, garage. D, pet store.
I knew the answer to this one.
It's a nightclub.
That is correct for a point.
I knew it. I thought she left after that.
We just watched
Yeah,
it,
I thought
and
she left.
that movie doesn't hold
All
up.
right. Second question. James Cameron shares screenplay credits with Sylvester Stallone for
Rambo
his
2.
work on which of his
Well,
films?
First Blood 2. Whatever.
Rambo First Blood Part.
Whatever.
Wouldn't that be?
Typical 80s name.
Wouldn't that be Rambo's Second Blood?
Need an answer here.
No, I'll explain
All
it.
right, a repeat is
Ooh.
if James Cameron shares screenplay
He's not doing too
credit
hot.
with Sylvester Stallone for his work
No.
on which of his films?
These are tough because they're writing them for JTE because
He's
of
gonna-
the string.
He's gonna get this right.
Tango and Cash. B, Rocky 4. C, Rambo Part 2. D, Cliffhanger.
No, he's not going to think it's Rambo. He's not because it doesn't like Rambo's the odd one
Yeah,
out.
he's gonna say,
Incorrect for
That would be
Steve.
yeah.
Rambo First Blood Part 2.
That is correct. A 1 point goes to JT to tie the game.
This is bad.
Well-
Come on, Mike. Come on, Mike.
All right. Name the actor who played Arnold's son in the Christmas
Jake
movie
Lloyd. Jake
Jingle
Lloyd.
All the Way.
Jake Lloyd.
That's correct for 2 points.
Woo!
2 points. All right. Misa like that.
Never seen the
answer.
movie. Don't have an intention to ever see it.
Question.
Well, that was my childhood.
Who was the boxer that played Mason the Line Dixon in Rocky?
Oh wow!
Someone.
JT needs to not give away the fact that he knows it.
A. Antonio Tarver. B. Tommy Morrison.
I
C,
think
Riddick
it's an
Bowe,
Antonio
D,
Tarver.
Peter McNeely.
Antonio Tarver.
He doesn't know it.
May I hear the answers one more time, please?
A. Antonio Tarver. B.
Oh, you
Tommy
do.
Morrison. C. Riddick
Tommy
Bowe,
Morrison
D, Peter
was the
McNeely.
5th movie. Come on. Come on.
Incorrect.
That would be Antonio Tarver.
That is correct for steal. JT. JT gets a
That's the problem
Wow.
is that
That's not bad.
That's
It could be-
that's a point.
He can't get knocked out.
Well, the problem was that round was written for JTE.
Yeah, well, that's what happens
I
when
know,
you get
that's-
an opponent's strength. Like that's the game. It's
All right, JTE, you're up. Let's give it a big spin.
Now, what does JT want? Sports movies?
That's good.
he wants
Man.
sport. What does Kalinowski want him to get? That's the thing.
Action
Fantasy
adventures.
sci-fi, probably.
Kevin Smith.
movies.
That's a face-up
I'll
no.
take it.
Oh!
Opponent's choice.
Oh.
Matt, have you just completely destroyed your competitor by suggesting this category?
Let's see.
This could get interesting.
What was the first film in which Kevin Smith played the character of
Clerks.
His first movie, Clerks.
Clerks.
That's correct for 2
Yes!
points. There we go.
Okay.
Big lead.
All right, JT, your second
sorry.
question in the category of Kevin Smith. In what Marvel film does Kevin Smith have a small role as a forensic assistant by the name of Jack?
That would be
Daredevil.
Daredevil.
That's correct.
Because he knew Ben Affleck.
The director's cut is great.
Fun fact: Matt Damon has a cameo in Ragnarok.
That would be Tusk. I'm sorry, what? What are you saying, Evan?
I said, fun fact: Damon has a cameo in Ragnarok.
Tusk.
That's correct. 2 more points.
Spoiler alert, but all right.
Lead here.
I'm so confused, Chris. I could have sworn you wanted Kalinowski to win.
I'm confused at myself right now too. I want Kalinowski to win, but I'm also excited to see Matt miserable. So it's a mixed feeling.
No. I can't remember.
I can't remember it either.
It's one of 2 girls, but I'm not sure which one, so let's go multiple
I've-
choice just so he can't.
It's gonna have both of the girls there.
I've seen this movie once.
A. Jennifer Lopez.
Liv Tyler.
Yeah, I think it's Liv Tyler.
Or D. Jennifer
Because
Lawrence.
Jennifer Lopez was his wife at the beginning of the movie.
That's
Whoopsies.
incorrect.
Liv Tyler.
That is correct for steal.
4 points. 4 points in going into the last round is not the worst thing.
No, it could have been a lot worse for Kalinowski there.
We got it there. All right, guys, we are on to round number 3. This is it. It all comes down to the third and final round to see who will go on to face Sam Levine, the glorious one, in the Ultimate Schmoedown Singles finale. The finals are so close.
Okay, just-
Guys, you're going to have a choice.
You get there, Matt?
1 and 20. I'm going to need 3 numbers. Those numbers will correspond to
Matt's getting nervous.
Ah, really?
Chris might get a baseball bat to his face.
Matt's gonna. Mike is going to rock this. Matt, don't worry.
Real question is the price of the train ride
12.
too expensive?
5, 12, and
What the hell does that?
Here we go. Come on.
I did not get to use them against this movie, so I'm going to use them again. 3, 14, and 17.
14 and 17. All right, Kalinowski does have a little bit of wiggle room in these questions here. So, John, if you're ready, go ahead and deliver the goods.
All right, let's see.
Could they tie?
Your first
No.
was number 3. Is that
Yes.
correct?
3.
All right, that's
No.
category
Not sure.
Nah.
With that smile. Come on.
I don't know.
what is this?
dance.
Oh.
What happened?
All right.
That's funny. That is so funny.
Oh, jacket's coming off. He's getting serious here.
Pirouette here. All right. Who plays Baby's father in Dirty Dancing?
Oh,
Tom
Law
Selleck.
and Order.
Okay, I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name correctly. Jerry Orbach?
That is correct for 2 points.
Yes.
2 points.
That's good 2
there.
points. Good 2
All right,
points.
that puts
That's
it
yeah.
13 to 11.
That's a
Okay,
good
they
2
can.
pointers.
Okay, sorry, I was wrong. They can technically tie now. If Kalinowski misses his next question and JTE gets the 3-pointer and that's it, they can tie.
Category number 14,
I'd like that to
fantasy
happen.
sci-fi.
Holy shit! This round 3 is gonna be 30 minutes long.
Sci-fi film. Will you find Olivia Wilde playing the mother of Justin Timberlake?
In time.
Time.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
He said it.
Incorrect.
What?
Incorrect. In
In
time.
time.
In time. In time.
Oh, I thought. Sorry, he just went. He just said time.
Oh, I thought you said in time. I thought.
What the hell is going on?
If he gets this point, he sends it back to JT. If he misses it, JTE wins and goes.
He went too
on to
quick.
face
He needed to
the
think.
inglorious
He
one
went.
in
He
the
just
finale
screamed
of the
time.
Ultimate
It's-
Schmoedown Singles Tournament. Lot riding on this. The number was 17.
Wow.
John, take it
All right.
away.
The category is 2000s.
Ooh.
5-point question. Who played Prince Hector of Troy in 2004's Troy?
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Eric Bana.
That is correct.
Yeah, I was like, hang on, it's either Eric Bana or Orlando Bloom.
I like how Evan said Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Lead. All right, it all goes down to JT here. He's got to get over this hump. 4 points. 4 points.
Well, the first part curse live on.
So the next 2 questions mean nothing essentially. The next, oh sorry, no, the second one does.
All right, JT.
Well, if he gets this one wrong, well, we'll see.
Your 2-point question. That is the category of Will Smith.
Oh my.
Will Smith. 2-point question.
I protest this question right now.
Who plays Will Smith's partner in the Bad Boys film?
Jesus.
What?
It's a 2-point. It's a 2-point question.
That is correct.
I
2
know,
points.
but-
Ben Bateman.
It's a 2-point question.
Who's this? Ben Bateman or
It's a
JT?
two-pointer. It's a
All
two-pointer.
right. 2 pointers. Still have to get
It's a
the questions
2-point
here.
question.
JT,
Only we had
I
a
know.
summit this week.
Well, there's no sudden death.
His 3-point question could
Yeah,
put
that's
him
it for sudden
into the
death.
finals. Here you go. He chose the number 12. It is the category of 70s. 70s.
Wow.
Easy Rider.
What is the name of the primary
Oh, he knows this.
villain in
I'd be
Blazing
shocked if you didn't know
Saddles?
this.
He doesn't know it. That's a hard. I couldn't
That's a
tell you.
hard one.
It's the guy that. It's the mayor's assistant.
Character's name, yes.
There's no tank here.
All right. Gonna need an answer here in
You don't repeat this question. If you don't know it, you don't repeat it.
3.
Buddy.
Incorrect. Looking for Headley Lamar.
Headley.
Oh man, here we go.
Oh, God.
My gosh, here we go. You can
Come on,
the
JTE.
pizza I had for lunch is sitting right here in my throat. My doctor does not recommend what I'm feeling in my heart right now. All right, this is a 5-point question to decide it all. You chose the number 13. That corresponds to the category of 90s movies. 90s movies.
No, it's not gonna end well.
Your
No.
5-point question.
No.
Name one of the products that Wayne holds up while making fun of product placement in Wayne's World.
Shit.
Hold on. It's gotta be one of the ones Wayne held and not Garth.
Do you want to repeat the question?
Repeat the question.
Name one of the products that Wayne holds up while making fun of product placement in Wayne's World.
He has an answer.
Doritos.
And your winner, moving on to face the inglorious one, Little Evil.
Jeez.
Yes.
Pizza Hut. You saw there. I'm losing.
Wow.
Oh no. I'm sorry, Pat.
Oh my God.
And then both men hit some great
Wow.
answers to some questions.
Yeah.
So, this is what you want from a semifinal match. Go
Round
down
2
to
was
last
killer.
round, 5-point question.
Hey,
JT gets it.
you
Wayne's World
can't
winner.
say
I just
that
hope there isn't a high
Mike didn't
requirement
play
for
his
the
best
finals.
though.
I'm
Like,
worried about
wow.
Sam Levine and JT.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
I'll
hope
tell
not.
you what, Kalinowski played a great
Oh,
game.
God.
He's going to be up all night thinking of that little in time versus time, but that's I've been there. I've said things.
It wouldn't have changed the game though. Even if he got it right, it wouldn't have changed the game. So it doesn't matter. It's not the end of the world.
Not surprised, but also surprised.
Wow.
It really came down to a final moment. We have, because of
Holy-
I'm
Dad's ruling,
about to
we
get
have the one
really
with
mollywopped.
F5 with both competitors. Let's see what's going on back there.
You okay, Matt?
What's up, Movie Trivia Schmoedown
Uh-oh.
fans? Emma
We got
Fife
Grace here.
with today's victor, Little Evil, JTE, continuing to just
Win.
have an impressive showing here in the Schmoedown. You know, JTE, it seems that the rest of your crew has abandoned you today, except for, frankly, the only one who I think might be redeemable, Ms. Grace Hancock. So, Grace, do you have any comments on JTE today? I don't, no. Okay.
Oh.
Well, I guess that covers that.
Listen, I told the rest of you.
Oh my God.
Mike, I called him earlier vanilla. That's what he is. I show up for vanilla. You show up for a good meal. You don't show up for a 99-cent cone at McDonald's.
Listen,
That's what he is.
I'm pretty sure that Mike Kalinowski, most people think that he's really a heroic figure here in the Showdown.
He
He's
beat Makuga. He beat Miss Movies. I went through Snyder and McWeeny.
We said
I'll
at
give
the
him some
beginning.
credit only because he actually showed up to play a little bit. Actually, I got to take that back. I actually had a bad day. This was a
Wow.
bad game by me, guys. I missed some questions I should have got right away. I still beat him. I did my best in the game.
okay. Listen, JTE, I think
I'm
that
just so good. I'm just so good.
you're demeaning Mike Kalinowski a little bit too much. I'm not going to say that you didn't pull out a victory today because that would be incorrect. Because here you are standing
fact.
victorious. That is an actual fact that
Yes.
occurred today. But come on, you got to show a little deference for your competitor.
I don't, Emma.
Okay, well, I'm really glad that you are continuing to live up to my expectations, JTE.
Listen, here's the problem. He got in the way of something that no one should ever get in the way of, and that's destiny. I'm not talking about the video game you guys are all playing at home. I'm talking about the thing where
2 years
gods
late.
from heaven see somebody and like, that is the chosen one to go all the way. So they clear the path for him.
JTE, you're turning this into some sort of like divine intervention sort of situation.
Thank you, Emma. It is.
Well, but I mean, to your own argument, then.
Go ahead.
You're basically saying that you are not actually good at movie trivia. You are just destined to win. See how that's
Is Hercules
sort of a
strong?
Yep.
The gods gave him the power because he knew how to use it.
Well,
I know movie
again,
trivia.
listen, actually, what happened was
Blame
Hercules is a half son of Zeus and a mortal woman. There's like a whole lot of that going on in Greek mythology, actually. But nope, I don't. Pretty sure that's not the case, JTE.
Well, listen, let's talk about who I got to face next. It's supposed to be Clash of the Titans. It's the clash of me versus somebody who's not as good as me. I would try to come up with something more clever, but I don't quite think he deserves it. I think Sam has some strengths, but he has a lot of weaknesses. A lot. Go back and watch the tape.
My ears were burning way out in the west side of LA, and I just
got here really fast.
Thank you so much.
I
can teleport. Well, no, actually, you made the wire. They said that someone almost as good at public speaking as our president for his match today. So I had to come over. And
The Schmoedown went political. Yes.
Yeah. So anyway, I want you to know I'm also really looking forward to our match because here's what I think is probably going to happen is I'm gonna snatch that away from you.
Okay.
And then me and Drew.
The guy beat. Yep.
We are going to take the belts away from you and Snyder.
Wait, me and Snyder both
at
beat
the
Sweeney.
Spectacular.
Okay.
And then between you and your boyfriend Jeff, no belts. And between me and my pal Drew, all the belts. And good news, I already spoke to Thad, the commissioner. There won't be any questions where you're required to write down more than 3 words in a row.
Thank you.
In our match, so
Why are
I
you trying
think
to
you're
give
safe.
me a better chance? I'm already going to be better than you.
I think you're safe.
Listen, you came here calling me Trump. You're coming out here like Sean Spicer, just talking garbage and not telling the truth. You need to get out of here because you're not on my level.
Sorry, I think we're about the same.
We're about the same height.
Yeah. If we're measuring trivia, you're a Smurf. You're down here. You're a Smurf. I know. That's the point. You're that small. I can't see you.
All right. Well, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be great. I'm going to send you a thesaurus the night before. You're going to have a good time out there.
All right. Thank you, buddy.
All right.
You really shouldn't be trying to help me, though. But
Good luck.
All right. Not good luck to you.
Okay. Well, JT, I think that Sam's coming in here being classy, wishing you good luck in your match, and you're just shooting him down.
He called me Trump in the first 3 seconds.
Listen, he's just standing up for himself, JT, because there's a lot of people that I think are afraid to stand up to the Lion's Den, and Sam Levine is not one of them. So
yeah, I can't wait to beat him. I'm just gonna follow the script that the gods are writing, and I'm gonna beat him and go and win the championship from who's got a Christian? Yeah, he's going to.
Okay. Well, it's been a pleasure talking to you today, JTE. We will be right back with Mike Kalinowski. And we are back with Mike Kalinowski. Mike,
yes,
really, you came into this one swinging.
I did, yeah.
It looked like you were going to continue to be the hero of the Schmoedown. And it came right down to the last question, man.
I'd say, look at the ones I got wrong. I put the tank. I knew who the character was. I just put Frank. Could I challenge that? Maybe. Shanghai night, Shanghai noon, down to that one.
Time of day, man. It's important.
Time.
Yep.
But then
that's 5 points.
I thought I was fighting Ben Bateman with his easy question of the 2-point of Mark Lawrence. What was that? Okay, so that was.
2-point question.
This is my first time going into the 3rd round and having to go through all my 3 questions. So as far as me looking back on how I did, I'm proud of the way I did with that.
Yeah.
He did great. He was a fantastic. It was the wheel, ScarJo for the first one. I don't think anyone would have taken that.
And I mean, considering the fact that in this tournament you have been knocking people out, as you said, this was the first time in a while you've had to go through all of your round 3 questions. Yeah. There's a good possibility that you could have choked with the pressure of the 3rd round, and you definitely didn't.
That was the thing, and it came down to that last question for him, and I didn't, if it went the way it went.
It did.
I don't know what to say. It was a great match against him.
It was. It was. I mean,
thinking back, you always think of your mistakes.
You do. It's hard to let those things go, especially when you've got Little Evil just constantly reminding you of your mistakes at all times.
Yeah, and then, Little Miss Movies tried to rear her ugly head again with the next question there for a number that I picked.
That is true.
Well, we saw how that went. So.
Yes, you held it together. I mean,
She'll always be there, I think. So
she is. She's always just going to be haunting you a little bit.
Yes.
But again, I think that you can leave today's match with your head held high, and that there's going to be a lot of people out there that are fans of yours that are sad to see you go.
Johnny Steeman.
Like the vanilla.
Hey, people, they have to have, their people with them and their tricks and their gimmicks and whatnot. I don't rely on that. So, hey, teach their own.
Absolutely. Now, Johnny, you are standing here supporting Mike Kalinowski today as a member of the league. What do you have to say about your teammates' performance?
Well, Mike, first thing, I have to correct you. You are still the hero. There's a reason Adam, Roxy, and I said, Mike, go out there by yourself. You got this. And that's perfectly okay. We're looking ahead to the spectacular, which brings me to the Lion's Den. You need to listen right now. Look, up until now, the league, we've been relatively silent. We believe in the process of speak softly, carry, and swing a big stick. And as you can tell by Mike Kalinowski's performances, he has that big stick. But the Lion's Den, the league has an issue with you. Together, you all have the moral compass of someone who would sell a dead bird to a blind kid. And yes, that's a Dumb and Dumber reference, because Dumb and Dumber are the name of Tom Dagnino's parents. Tom Finstock. It doesn't matter how many personalities you have inside of that dirty, water-infested used bong that you call a brain. One thing all those personalities have in common, a word from the lioness, is that they're all losers. And that's why you have so much protection around you. JTE, a man whose ego is going to catch up with him almost as fast as his hairline. Meyer Burnett, a dude who makes Biff Tannen look like marriage material. Mark Andraco and Jeff Snyder. I actually really enjoy both of your work. And last but not least, the lovely lady. It doesn't matter if you call yourself Grace or Herbie or John Hancock. You're going to rue the day you signed on with the Lion's Den, because when all is said and done, it doesn't matter how loud you all roar in the spectacular, when we are all lifting up Adam Gertler and Mike Kalinowski in victory as if their names are Simba. It'll be because we just put all of you down like your names were Mufasa. Unite the league.
Wow. I like it.
For no one who watches DC Movie News, Johnny is a very passionate person.
That was well said. Standing ovation.
Wow.
Standing ovation.
Wow. That's a manager.
It sounds like there is a plan in place to make both you
Wow.
and Adam Gertler future victors here in the Schmoedown.
We have great fans out there. I'm a winner
You
in
do.
their hearts. I
You
love
do.
those guys.
Yep. So much love to all the people who keep believing in the winners and the heroes and the league here in the Schmoedown. Now back to you, Roka and Ken.
All right, John, you see there, Kalinowski, humble in defeat. He's going to learn from this, but he's going to keep his head up. He's a threat. He's a threat in teams. He's a threat in inner geekdom, and he is not done here. This tournament really cemented Kalinowski as one of the stars of this league. You talked about new school, old school. He is definitely in that new school category, but JTE. You can hear JTE there calling this a win of destiny, that JTE thinks his victory in the finals will be one of destiny. He is talking about that destiny, and he's respectful of Mike as well.
Yeah.
A hard-fought battle, but you can see the Lion's Den is not done roaring here in the Schmoedown.
Yeah, this is going to be an incredible matchup between Sam and JT. I guarantee you nobody had these two in the finals against each other at the beginning, and it's great. That's what's so great about this tournament. You never know what can happen. You never know who's going to show up on what day and pull something. And JT, to all his credit, has really made it all the way back to be considered a legitimate challenger.
Absolutely. The days of his losing streak are long gone. He's proven himself. He put himself in that Hall of Fame category, but he's still got a big match coming up against the inglorious one, Sam Levine. So, John, it's been a pleasure to call this semifinal match with you. It's been absolute fun. And, you know, maybe a fan out there can take you on the Schmoedown app. The Movie Trivia Schmoedown app is out there. Don't forget to listen to the Schmoedown and get all the stories. Me on Inside Schmoedown. Go to the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Facebook group. Request to be a member so you can get all the stats, all the gossip, all the fun. And speaking of
Critically acclaimed premiere is on the cover photo and that thing. Awesome.
Stats of this
What's up, everyone? Frank from the Rundown, and we have our tournament finals matchup.
Frank!
Now that JTE
Step
has
aside.
Mike Kalinowski by a score of 20-16. In the first round, Kalinowski wasn't his usual self, as he only scored 5 points. It's the first time this season he has scored fewer than 6 points in this round. And that was good news for JTE, who also scored 5, who up until his last match had never scored more than 5 points. Now when Kalinowski opted to spin again in the second round and landed on Arnie and Sly, this is where the match began to turn in favor of JTE. Kalinowski, he was only able to earn
This
points
is
during
so.
his turn, and he also
Frank does a
gave up
great
2
job.
points in steals to JTE.
I'm glad Kevin Smith
His
is a
3
category.
points ties a career low in this round when he first
I don't know
entered
why people.
his match against
This is
Shane
fantastic, Frank.
Levine. As for
Great job,
JTE,
man.
his total
Yeah.
8-point
Yee,
round
Frank.
performance ties his career high when he first set it against William Bibiani in his upset win in his first match of the season. For JTE, he would need every bit of his 4-point lead heading into the third round to fend off Kalinowski's comeback. It was the first time in 5 matches Kalinowski had to venture past his 2-point question. But by answering the 5-point question, he forced JTE into a pretty tight spot. JTE also made things a bit interesting after missing his 3-point question. That was the first time that had happened in over 4 matches.
That's
But
mind-blowing.
in JTE fashion,
Wow.
he came up clutch once again with a 5-pointer and punching his ticket to the tournament finals against Sam Levine. Now, let's go inside the numbers for this match. Kalinowski, by all accounts,
Wow.
had a very pedestrian match.
The amount of time and effort he puts into this stuff makes this one of the best segments in the entire show. It's
in
great.
the process, he did extend his steal streak by 1 and is now
does.
9 for 9 lifetime.
I mean, other than the match,
While
obviously.
JTE's performance on an accuracy level was the weakest of his tournament run, answering 12 of 17 for an accuracy rate of 71% in this match, his accuracy rate for the tournament sits at 75%, which is 5% above the tournament average. Now that we have reached our way to the final, here's a look at how the performances have progressed throughout the tournament. Now the winner's accuracy rate has stayed consistently in the high 70s, while the losing players have gotten incrementally better, showing an overall increase of nearly 6%. As we look how we got our finals matchup, both players did not have an easy road to get here. Looking at Sam Levine, he had to defeat William Bibiani, John Roca, and Rachel Cushing. Those opponents' accuracy rate averaged 78% against Levine, whose average
The bottom half of my bracket is identical.
Now, JTE,
It's the top half
his
that's
road was
wrong.
defeating Drew McQueenie.
And the top half is only wrong by 2 matches.
Those opponents' accuracy
God
rate
damn it.
averaged 70%, while JTE, he averaged 75% thus far in the tournament. And when we look at records, we're going to look at the steal leaders real quick because as number 1, Kalinowski maintains that status. He is, again, 9 for 9 and continues to be number 1 among players with 6 or more opportunities. And the points leader, JTE. He goes
Wow.
from number 7 on this list,
Wow.
all the way up to number 3 with 181
That's-
points in 14 matches. He is now
That's-
just 1 point behind Josh Makuga.
It's pretty good.
And now, if
For,
that's not
for
enough for you,
a
give me more
competitor
stats and
who
info
had
on favorite
the
players
year
and teams,
JTE had
go
last
follow
year, that's
SD
insane.
Rundown Stats
Oh,
for
yeah.
more. And if you want to listen to a full breakdown and analysis of this
It's
and every
fascinating.
other match, be sure to check out the Schmoedown Rundown podcast every week on the SK Plus YouTube channel, as well as on the Schmoes Know podcast feed on iTunes. All right, this is going to do it for your post-match Schmoedown breakdown.
Well, well, what do we have here?
Wow. Hello, outlaw.
Don't give me that
Good old
hello
ad.
crap. You've been
Missed
ducking
you,
me far
buddy.
too long, Riley.
Oh, ducking you.
I love this ad.
Dude.
Of course you do.
Schmoedown any day of the week, anytime.
No, it's cool watching Rocco going back to like his commercial acting roots.
I owe you for that one.
Oh yeah, you want a Schmoedown?
Oh, I want a Schmoedown right now.
Oh, you want a Schmoedown right
I
now?
want a Schmoedown right now, Riley.
Well then draw.
You guys want a Schmoedown right now?
Oh, it's getting hot in here. And if you think
The new update's out, guys. It's really good, actually.
It is.
They fixed Robert Meyer Burnett. It's a yeah.
To your chagrin.
Now
They
you, now, you
fixed
can,
it.
now you can actually beat him.
I just love the little shove. Oh, it's great. It's great.
Against your favorite competitors, join a league, or play a friend one-on-one. After you accrue enough points, you can unlock the Inner Kingdom division and play in another format. Find some fans from all over the world, climb up the rankings, deem a champion, challenge a champion, but make sure you've earned it. We're so excited for y'all to finally get your chance to play the movie trivia Schmoedown. This app is for all you movie trivia fans who have ever said,
I totally knew that.
"How'd you miss that?" It's for everybody. Make sure you guys download it right now on iTunes for a one-time.
You just said the whole MCS page.
Movie trivia Facebook page, and then one day maybe you can challenge the likes of Aroka, O'Reilly, maybe even your old pal Baby Carrots. I'll be your Huckleberry. It's Schmoedown time.
Not behind you.
Well, guys, that was wow! What a semi-final! What a great match! Yeah, Matt, give us your thoughts. I know that's tough. That was a really tough match.
Do we need a funeral?
Shut up, Evan. Shut up. All right. Listen, Mike had some bad luck. The round 2 was the category he got was designed for JT, and he did all he could. He was back to 2 corner, and it sucks. Johnny at the end kind of made it better, which because Johnny's great, but I have no one right now, like in singles, mind you. So
join the
Sam,
club.
JTE, I don't care. I'm not even referencing you. Yeah. Just go to someone else.
Well, hey, we've all been there, Matt. We've all been there. Trust me. It
I've
gets
been there
better.
3 times this season.
So have I.
I've been.
I was here on camera with you when one of my favorites lost the belt.
Why do we do this? Why do we watch a show that makes us hurt? Why?
Because we love too much. Evan, what were your thoughts on the match?
So while I haven't been reacting as much, I have still been watching the matches, and this is probably the most entertaining match of the tournament. Something with the Schmoedown that I've been wanting recently. I've been able to voice my opinion about it, but I've been wanting recently is the pre-match scenes or the post-match scenes. The little teasers that we get, and the one between Grace and Thad today was absolutely hilarious, and I'm excited to see where that carries over, because the Schmoedown in my eyes is UFC with some WWE sprinkled in, and that WWE part is those little teasers that we can get, because they do all that smack talk in the UFC, but they can't do those. They can't do those post-match scenes in the UFC, but they can do those in the WWE. And I think that's something that I'm more interested in, especially if we're gonna have these 53-minute matches, getting more of that type of flavor, because that's what I want out of the Schmoedown, in my opinion. And also the smack talk between Kalinowski and JTE made for one of the most comical and engaging matches. Even though it wasn't like the most down to the wire match that we'll get, it was easily one of the most entertaining of this tournament by far. And I just had a thoroughly good time with it. Go JTE.
Chris Clark, again confirming that the CCC is real. What were your thoughts, mate?
I just can't believe that worked. I just can't. It was great though. Look, Matt joins the select club of people who have gotten screwed over time after time with their favorite competitors losing, and it's fantastic. We're like a giant family, and it's great. I've been screwed over this entire year. It's been fantastic, and I loved every single moment of it. This match in particular, though, was fantastic. It was close. It was fun just watching Matt by himself, even with it. I could just have Matt on full screen with the match on audio, and I was loving every single minute because of how much stress was in his little tiny face. It was fantastic. And, it was awesome. It was great. This match is awesome. Matt's going to beat me with a baseball bat after this, so I'm going to get a home run. God, I don't know what that meant. But anyway, this
You're not gonna know what it
anyway, to close off everything, this match was awesome. I thought it was going to go to sudden death. It didn't, but we'll talk about this more in the summit. It was fantastic. And yeah, bada bing, bada boom. Let's rock the next one.
Yeah, guys, that was and look, we were promised a barn burner. We got adding barn burner. It was a fantastic match, and thank you to everyone involved in the Schmoedown for it. That is commissioner now, guys. Yeah, sure thing.
There's one good thing about this. Is now the next Schmoedown match I watch the singles. It's not gonna kill me because I don't care who wins.
Yeah, it's a great feeling.
Yeah.
Look, that as commissioner he's showing that he's not willing to, take crap from the Lions Den, which is good. So that I'm interested to see where that as commissioner goes. Christian will be back for Spectacular. I'm very looking forward to Spectacular in December. That's going to be a lot of fun. Guys, we will not be having a summit this weekend. We are taking a well-deserved break from all of our usual content. But we will be back next week, better and stronger than ever. Except Family Game Night. Family Game Night, of course, will be on this weekend just because it's nice, light, and easy. So, guys, where can the good people find you online, Evan, now that you're back?
I will be trolling everyone about the Chris Clark curse on the movie Trivia Schmoedown page because people like having their panties in a twist, and I want to make sure I can unknot them for them. You guys can also find me on Twitter at EvanDeGraff15. You guys can also find me discussing the politics on there, just like how we found some of our favorite Schmoedown competitors doing today. So yeah, that was fun.
Fair enough. Matt, where can the good people find you online?
If you somehow, after that post-match thing, actually want to find me on the internet, you can find me at Kearns_Matthew on Twitter, MattMovie611 on YouTube, and hosting the movie fan show every Wednesday. No episodes going up because I'm tired, and you just saw me.
And Chris Clark, where can the good people find you online other than causing the CCC?
You can't anymore.
You can find me boiling water at Chris. I don't know why. You can
what? You can find me boiling water.
Boiling water at 8,780.
You can find me smoking this crack pipe.
No. I was just looking at boiling water. Sorry. You can. I don't know why I said that. Okay. You can find me. You can find me on. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at ChrisClark8788. Those numbers mean nothing. Or you can find me on YouTube at No Man's Land Entertainment.
You will not find him on the MTS page for a month because of his own self-imposed ban. All right, guys, you guys can find me at Jacob London on Twitter and Facebook, and at Jacob London on Letterboxd, where I do my movie reviews. Oh my God. Guys, until the next time, I am Jacob London from Take 3 Productions, and until next time, take care.
I get you, Clark.